Is that it?
That's as far as they've got.
That's it?
I hate the flower routine. You can't keep the flower.
But is that all Max has done? Is that as far as he's gone?
He's gone over the top, quite spectacularly.
Yeah, probably. I've got Corky Brown coming in late with his picture. He's at the pub getting pissed. I've got the banker I'm trying to squeeze for money coming on Thursday. He's going to see things. This Thursday. Do you understand me? Does anybody listen to me round here?
There's no point building your hopes on money from that source. The banks are far too conservative.
Mr. Marco, please. You're wanted on set. You're all wanted on set. Right this minute. Mr. Marco, let's move it. Right. Let's clear this place. Come on, everybody.
I could do with the lights. If you're going to keep falling down, don't bother. I'll manage somehow. I've never met such a policeman for falling down. Stand back, damn you! They don't burn bishops these days.
Where is he?
That's it. I followed Professor de la Plage and his performing poodles. Wax moustache and everything in French. Very chic. Mared all over the dressing room. He had a powerful French way with the word zut. Zut, he used to say. And those little curly bastards did everything but sell programs.
The camera is waiting. The rest of the team's waiting. You're supposed to be filming, Corky.
Miss Jacobi, my wife. My wife, Miss Jacobi.
You're not just hurting me anymore. You're hurting you now.
I have been attempting to transfer my affections to Miss Jacobi. Miss Jacobi, as far as I can determine, is a creature without guile.
Oh, come on, Corky.
Miss Jacobi at the moment seems to be without quite a lot of things.
Get him out of here.
Hey?
You ready?
I don't need any help from the hired help.
Oh, I knew this would happen if he got together with Eddie Marco.
That is no way to talk about a bishop. Farewell, Miss Jacobi. Miss Jacobi!
I knew this would happen if he got together with you.
Father, I have sinned.
I should hope so, my son. You were in there long enough.
Back to work, Eddie.
Don't worry about it.
I've never seen such a policeman for falling down. By the lights of the silvery moon,
Mr. Marco, you're wanted on the set.
I love to
Please, you're
croon.
both wanted on the set.
To my honey I'll sing love's tune. Honey.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Me and Eddie go a long way back.
Going back's not your problem. It's going down.
Nobody's going down.
You think so?
You'd know the difference. wouldn't you?
Believe it. I'd know the difference, and so would the punters. And that's hard-earned money we're after.
They'll get their money's worth.
Not while you're swift out your brains. If you want to beat your wife or get nostalgic with this leathery old farce, you do it in your own time.
Listen to me.
Listen to me. That's our first big picture we're making over there, and that's problems enough. If you can't handle these little comic one-reelers, then you better polish up your filth and get back to your sporting gentlemen smoking concerts.
I don't have to take this crap from you.
We were just enjoying it.
Do you know what gets on my tits? Is when the actors start enjoying it. That's curtain times if ever there was one. Now get back on that set, all of you. Why, you should know better than this.
Arnie, what you planning for Letty?
I'll give her a part,
In what?
In the highwayman.
But the script's finished. It's all been cast. What part?
I'll get something written for her. Listen, She's down at the hotel. Go and look after her and keep her sober. Tell her she's on the brink of a career.
Why don't you tell her?
Well, she just throws things at me. She thinks I'm up to something.
I wonder why.
Look, just tell her to stop fighting me and I'll sort out a future for her.
Do you mean that, Arnie? I wouldn't like to see her messed about.
Oh, go on.
Well, if there really is a future for her...
Well, there is a future for her if she plays my cards right. It's maybe not the future that she was hoping for, but there is a future for her. Where's the writer?
He's on his way.
I'll be off then.
You haven't been bullying him.
When do I ever bully him?
Anytime it suits you.
Oh, come on, Maud. Me and Lou go back a long way.
Like the woman?
What woman?
Oh, come on, Arnie. There's no need to lie to me. We have our arrangement.
Who's lying to you?
It included marriage. It doesn't have to include fidelity. Will you open the safe? You're going to change the flower routine?
You're damn right I'm going to change it.
I'm very relieved to hear it. The sight of a condemned man grinning through a noose with a flower in his teeth
It's beautiful.
is embarrassing.
I'm telling you, it's beautiful.
Oh, Arnie.
Don't give me oh, Arnie. It's the best thing Max has done. He may be slow to punch, but he knows what the punters are looking for.
I thought you agreed to change it.
Yeah, not all of it.
Well, what then?
The way she's doing it, the way she's throwing the bleating thing.
Who, Gwen Harper?
Certainly Gwen Harper. What's she coming on like a brewer's drayman for? When he said she was big in the theatre, he was right. She's big every bleating where. Have you seen the way she's throwing that? It's a flower, for Christ's sake. A tender moment. She's lobbing it at him like a keg of brown ale.
I think the whole thing's appalling.
I know you do. But you've been brought up on literature. As big on uplift and long on boredom, haven't you?
You know about literature, I suppose.
Well, I read the synopsis, don't I? If the stories was any good, I'd be nicking them. Look, Mom, what you don't realise is that we are making films for people who've worked like a dog all day. They're not going to throw away their sixpences on some duff Albert being subtle. What are you doing?
I've got you in a decent suit. The least you can do is keep your tie fastened.
You're good with clothes and things like that, aren't you?
For other people, yes.
You know? Wedlock's an education coming from you, girl.
Well, it's not without its surprises coming from you.
Yeah, well, we've made a good start, haven't we?
It's not been boring.
I've had a few bollockings.
No doubt there'll be more.
Come here, come here, come on. Come here. Do you know, underneath all this starch, you're quite a goer, do you know that?
Time and place, Arnie.
I know where the places are. You just keep still a minute. Come here. What do you want?
Sorry,
What? Why did you send him away? You wanted him.
What do I want him for?
That was the writer, Captain Sandbeck. I know he's not exactly memorable, but you have seen him before. Here, help me.
Well, listen, go and get him back. What's he keep creeping away for?
Quick.
Go on, go on. Keep it.
Arnie.
Yeah.
Action!
Cut! We'll do that again.
Right, tea, everybody.
Do I have to curtsy again? It's getting so I breathe about twice a day.
Me too. You don't have to have a light upon your juvenile person.
Tea, everybody.
Oh, there you are, Captain.
Mrs. Cole.
Yes.
Call Mrs. T.
Oh, no, thank you. That's so dear.
Mrs. Cole.
Yes.
That girl.
Who? Oh, little Dotty Brewer?
Yes. Smoking.
Ah, the truth is she's not quite so little, Dotty Brewer.
I don't understand the moving picture business.
Oh, you wrote us a marvellous script for the Highwaymen.
Yes, well, I'd be much better off alone in my cottage, writing my adventure stories for young people of all ages.
Oh, you'll get used to us, Captain.
No, I don't think so. Oh, children smoking, Mrs. Cole,
This way, Captain. Yeah. Captain Sandbeck.
Who?
The writer.
Where?
Who's that woman?
What woman?
With Llewellyn, who can't even look me in the face.
Well, I can't help it if he's trotting about looking guilty. Has he smartened her up?
She looks like a tart.
Yeah, but does she look an attractive tart? That's the problem.
Captain Sandbeck.
Ah! Captain! What is all this captain lot? Well, do we have to be so formal? Can't we get down to Sid or Harry or whatever it is?
Willie, actually.
Willie, eh?
Yeah.
Like the job you did on the Highwayman.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Then we moved. Loved it.
What?
The Highwayman.
Oh, yes, we were very pleased.
Oh, yeah. It was interesting once I'd got the hang of the form.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Now just sit down, Willie. Take the weight off.
Thank
Here.
you. Thank you.
Mould?
Thank you, Arnold.
Yes, it's going to be a A1 top drawer picture, the Highwayman.
Yeah.
It just needs something.
Sorry, needs something.
Yeah, just a touch. Is that certain kind of, do you know what I mean?
Yes, but I thought, I thought we'd finished with that script.
Oh, yeah, we all thought we'd finished with the script, Willie, but when you're making pictures, you can see the bits you've already done, you know?
Yeah.
And the old instinct starts working. That little voice starts to whisper, you know? That it needs, maybe,
What?
more feminine interest. Well, you see, for theatrical purposes, we've got this beefy old bag in the lead. Now, what we need in a couple of scenes is someone who's,
Younger? Brassier? Someone who looks like a tart? Someone exactly like that woman Llewellyn is shepherding around the set.
Hey, that's it. How's that for an idea?
Terrific.
I like that. You like that? My wife likes that. You like that, Willie? Just a couple of scenes. Younger woman. Someone who the Highwayman was at it with before he met Lady Cynthia. Yeah, barmaid. She works in this tavern that he used to doss in between hold-ups. You know, she's a bit rough on the outside.
And even rougher inside.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Heart of gold. Do you know the sort of thing, Willie?
Yes, I know the sort of, thing. 2 scenes?
Oh, yeah. Maximum. They'll make a career out of it.
Do you know, I'm absolutely ravished. It's a nice place, this.
Nice prices.
Well, I don't know what you're so gloomy about.
We're a nation finally attuned to the chemistry of foreboding.
Arnie's paying the prices, right? He's footing the bill.
Right.
He told you to take me somewhere nice. He's coming up in the world. Thought he'd walked out on me.
I suppose it's the kind of idea might cross a girl's mind once she's been abandoned on a racetrack.
Right. I thought, charming, likely pair of bleeders. Came back for me, though, didn't he?
Not exactly.
Well, what do you mean?
Sent me, didn't he?
Same difference. Is he joining us?
Knows where we are.
You used to be a lot more fun, do you know that?
Aye, that's all we had then, wasn't it?
You like her? You've got him fallen for Mrs. Arnie Cole.
She's a person I admire.
Well, that's more than he does, else he wouldn't have sent for me now, would he?
Yes?
I'm sorry to disturb you, Arnie, but Gwen Harper's on her way to see you.
What about?
About the party.
What about the party? We're giving it for her. What more does she want? Look, listen.
She wants Gilbert Winslow to be there.
He'll be there. If she wants him there, he'll be there.
We can't order him to be there.
You think so? Watch me.
We ought not to be in the business, Arnie, of procuring young men for the jaded tastes of aging actresses.
Oh, come on, Maud. You're talking about young Winslow. Don't worry about his virginity. He's been giving it away like a steam hammer since he was 9.
He's far too young.
Round the face, he's young. Round the trousers, he's older than I bleat name.
That's a thesis I have my doubts about.
He's going to the party.
Miss Harper.
Ah, Miss Harper. Come in. Sit down. What can we do for you, eh?
Your juvenile lead is avoiding me. I will not have him avoiding me. If we're going to work together, I must build up some kind of a rapport with him.
Yeah, but I'm sure that
And how can I when all I see is his back disappearing all the time?
Well, we're here to help. How can we help?
She wants to see more of his front.
Thank you, Maud. Thanks a lot. That'll do for now. Thank you.
Yeah, she puts it bluntly, but it's quite true. Oh, it's not that he's irresistible, but I will not have him avoiding me.
What is all this avoiding you? Have you thought that that young boy might be shy?
Shy? He's about as shy as a corporal of horse guards. And I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah?
Yes, one of my major theatrical experiences was a corporal of horse guards, wasn't he, Mr. Pixie? The details are none of your damn business. Have you not a drop to drink in this establishment? You running a dry ship? I've fallen into a nest of teetotalers. My God, he keeps it in the safe.
You get one belt, and then it's back to work. All right?
And now tell me, darling, who is going to be at my party?
Young Winslow's going to be at your party.
Bottoms up.
I should hope so. Let's do a summary of these figures for the bank. I want Crane to see these for the last 3 films anyway.
Well, show him as many figures as you like. He's not going to be interested.
Nah.
He's turned you down flat every time.
Listen, I'm telling you, he's nearly there. I can taste it.
Will you put that away while we're working? You want Mr. Crane to put his bank's respectable money into our disreputable industry, do you?
Who says it's
disreputable? Practically everybody.
Yeah, but they still keep going to the pictures, though, don't they? And that's other figures I want him to see. Increased attendances. You know they're building real picture houses now, do you?
Can I see you for a minute?
Well, now?
I'd like a few words in private, Annie.
Well, won't it wait a few minutes?
That's all right. I want to catch Corky before he leaves. Put that away for me, will you?
Yeah.
This had better be good, Lou. I'm up to my armpits. Well, come on, get on with it.
Well, I want you to know that I've been happy lately.
Is that it?
Well, I thought you were too.
Well, is that what you've closed the door for, to find out if I'm happy?
Well, you ought to be, man. You're doing what you always wanted to, making pictures.
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be at the hotel looking after Letty.
Aye, well, that's what I'm here to tell you. Do your own slight jobs, man. I won't anymore.
Oh, come on, you Welsh halfwit. I've got enough problems without you going potty on me. You ain't been on the old...
You see? You haven't even noticed. I only drink moderately these days.
Well, you're not going to be a pain up the arse now you're sober, are you?
I won't do it.
Do what, for Christ's sake?
How do you think your wife feels, man? You rubbing her face in it.
You sure that's any of your business?
Not anymore. I won't get involved.
What? You don't even want to listen to what I've got to say about it?
Not this time, Arnie. You could talk your way out of anything but a coffin, but I don't want to hear it this time.
Yeah, we go back a long way, Lou.
Aye.
A relationship not noted for its orthodoxy, eh?
Right.
We have done a few things.
I'm not setting myself up as your judge, Arnie.
No?
I won't help you hurt Maud.
What is all this Welsh moral uplift all of a sudden?
It's called friendship, Arnie.
Friendship? You won't even listen to what I've got to say.
Not this time, Arnie. No more stories, no more schemes. I don't want to know, see? I don't want to know!
You'd better sod off then, hadn't you?
Yes, you're working with some good people. Keep your eye on Eddie Marco. He's an old pro. You can learn a lot from Eddie Marco.
Oh, come on, Daddy. Is that how you see me? As a female Eddie Marco?
Now, don't get too clever, Missy. You can't play little Dottie all your life.
Hooray! It's getting through finally. I keep trying to tell everybody I'm getting too female for that sick-making child.
I don't mean right now, necessarily. You should be good for...
It's becoming obscene.
What are you talking about, obscene? I get you started on this wonderful career, and now you want to throw it all away.
I just want to throw up. You know it's obscene. You can't even look me in the eye.
Another year, then, right? 1 year.
No.
Just one lousy year, that's all we're asking.
No!
By that time, hopefully, your sister will be working. If she can learn to smile.
The way Clara operates, she doesn't need to smile.
You will not talk in that way, young lady, about your sister. You want your mother to hear.
Do you think Mother ever hears?
Maybe not. Maybe she likes to hide from every unpleasantness.
Oh, yes, Daddy. She likes to hide from any unpleasantness.
All right, keep your voice down. She's only upstairs.
Oh, she's further than that.
That is not for sneering at. You're supposed to patch holes in people with a little understanding. Now, you've got nice hair, child. Smooth skin, bright eyes. But you'll end up ugly if you've no sympathy.
Do you think I don't understand? Do you think I'm too young?
Maybe.
And who keeps me too young? I want people to see how old I am. No, not people. I mean boys, Daddy. I want young men to see how old I am.
Let Clara get established in the theatre. Then, when she's earning, then we can talk about your next move.
Is that what we mean to you? An income?
Don't underestimate it till you've been without it.
Is that what you...
Keep your voice down.
Is that what you see when you look at me? Half sovereigns!
Shouting?
It's all right, Lily.
Why are we shouting? There is no need to raise your voice, dear. And I'm sure little Dottie's not the kind of young lady to raise her voice. Is there anything wrong? Darling?
Nothing, Mother. Everything's fine.
Young ladies do not raise their voices, except, of course, in song. Instead of raising our voices at each other, I am going to sit down at that piano, and we will all raise our voices in melody, as the good Lord intended.
Not now, Lily.
Yes, Jack. This very instant. It seems such a long time since we sang together. Oh, come along, we'll all feel so much better.
No, Lily.
Yes, Jack. This very instant. All the little pansy faces growing in the garden there.
Why do you have to worry your mother?
Look at you with eyes
I have to start making my own life.
For to see their lady fair. And when you come out to Jack, leaning like a queen above, all the little pansy faces look at you with eyes of love.
That's a Bobby Dazzler. You look like a duchess.
And borrow jewellery? He's pawned all mine.
It's him you ought to pawn.
I thought he ought to see me at least once when I'm not labouring for him. Nothing like a bit of competition to bring out the best in a wife.
He's asleep.
I want to touch him all the time.
I know.
I've started to go to church again, Nanny.
About time.
I daren't not. There's so many things that can happen to small, perfect organisms. I've left a number by the phone where you can reach.
I'll not be using that thing, Honore.
Nanny, you must promise me.
Nobody's going to need you.
No, but if you did, it's perfectly simple.
I'd telephone somehow. Now go out and enjoy yourself for a few hours.
Yes, I will. Oh, there's some beer in the cellar.
I hope you don't imagine Well, maybe the one.
Can you do something with these bleating things?
Come here. I've told you 1,000,000 times, you knock on my door.
How can I knock with a handful of cufflinks?
Shh! The child's asleep.
I wouldn't know, would I? I never get to see the kid. Every time I make a move, that old bitch snatches him away. It's not funny, it's my own kid. Well, he's nearly my own. I hate these monkey suits. I don't know how to tango.
Well, no one knows how to tango. It's brand new.
Gwen Harper knows how to tango. She's going to show the peasants, isn't she?
Well, it's not considered very proper.
Well, even when you're married? You can tango when you're married, can't you?
You're going to make me tango, aren't you?
You look different tonight.
Well, in what way?
Well, it's your hair, or... Oh, how the bleeding hell do I know, mate? You look...
Come in.
Terrific.
I'll wear the emeralds.
Yes, madam.
Just keep them at the back.
Yes, madam.
Why do you insist on struggling with your own tie? Where's Hodges?
Does it matter?
Well, in my mirror while I'm still dressing, yes. Does matter. Oh, you've clumsy fingers, Johnson.
Sorry, madam.
Leave it. I'll finish. You can go now.
Thank you, madam.
The girl's incorrigibly rural.
Damn on her boots. I hadn't noticed.
This is to be one of your coarser evenings.
Up to her ankles in barnyard reek, is she? Straw in her bloomers.
'Tis to be one of your coarser evenings.
I was hoping, Miriam, it could be a carefree evening.
With those people? Admire your confidence.
That's right. Go with an open mind.
It's beyond me why we're going at all.
Oh, well, stay, damn it, stay.
Is that what you'd like?
Read something socially acceptable. Visit an orphan. Flog your maid.
I'm going with you. I know my duty.
It's a party, goddammit. What has duty to do with it? You've been out all afternoon making unwed mothers feel miserable. Isn't that enough duty for one day?
I won't let you go alone. Make a fool of yourself. With those people.
Oh, do stop saying those people.
The film people.
It's a business, not a social disease.
I wish I could feel so confident about that.
Oh, if we're going, Miriam, for God's sake, let's go in something like a proper frame of mind.
Since when has proper had anything to do with film people? Heavens, man. Even theatricals look down on film people. Can you imagine anything so low that theatricals can look down on it?
Oh.
Step, step, corkscrew, dip together, lunge and up, and dip together, turn, and dip, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, half moon lunge. Tighter. Anyone would think you never held a woman before. Promenade. Dip back, and dip, 2, 3, 4.
You never held a woman before. I've never let go. Oh!
Oh! Oh, I'm sorry, Arnie. I never thought the effect would be so devastating.
Well, that's the first time I've ever had that done to music. What? Boy, where do you think you're going?
I don't feel like a party.
Yes. You're not leaving. And you're taking Letty to the party.
I told you, Arnie, do your own side jobs, man.
Listen, you idiot. Letty's not for me. She's for the banker. We need his money.
You're a louse, Arnie.
Yeah.
But you're a louse who's not cheating on his wife. Why don't you tell her, man?
What, sod that? I have to walk round telling everybody? People should trust people.
Oh.
You get that girl to the party and make her cut down on the feathers, right? Last thing that banker needs is a nostril full of feathers. Go on, my son. Here's a good boy. Right.
Mrs. Arnold Cole. I never can get used to her as Mrs. Arnold Cole. Of course, I knew she might marry. I could see that. But what I could never foresee in a million years was on marrying someone like him. Well, the first time I clapped eyes on him, I tried to send him round to the tradesman's entrance. There he was, built like a barrel and cheeky with it. Hello, I thought this means trouble, and I still think so.
Mr. Cole was very kind to me when my husband died. There was nobody else around.
Arnie Cole?
He blew in like a small hurricane, and I've been whirled along with the breeze ever since. He may not always be polite, but he's never mean.
Have you been widowed long, love?
Oh, I've been a widow so long I'd be quite unnerved in anything but black.
Well, I always think black is smart, and that dress looks lovely.
I always feel it's very suitable at the piano.
Was it a happy marriage, love?
Oh, yes. He was away most of the time. I almost felt like a spinster. I had the respectability without the inconvenience.
I know.
Being alone so much of the time made it easier for me to accept the challenge of widowhood. I just slipped into a black dress, and there I was. I dried my eyes, and I looked into the mirror, and I could see straight away it was going to suit me. It was as though widowhood had been waiting for me all my life. Here you are at last, Violet, I thought. This is where you belong. This tea's very good.
Whoa, Percy.
Hello, Gilbert.
Come in, sport. Where are you sneaking off to? Ooh, nice little outfit. What have you come as? Let me guess. A walking portable darkroom, eh?
I was looking for Clara.
Well, keep looking, sport. She could be under there. You could do with a spot of the warm stuff. Landlord, a noggin for my friend here. The small tent.
Well, just the one.
One? You come here all dressed up for falling down and you only want one? If you're looking for Clara, sport, we could both use a few stiffeners before we face the evening. Mark my words, Percy. Tonight's going to be a terrible night.
Got me dressed as a waiter, Mr. Cole.
Who is?
Bert.
Who?
Maximilian Legender.
Is that his name?
Bert Wicks.
Try and act more like a waiter, Hector. Remember, cold tea and ginger beer for the actors, save the real stuff for the guests.
They're bound to know it's not real whiskey.
Then add authenticity with your Hibernian charm.
Ah! Mr. and Mrs. Crane. The sly old devil. Where's he been hiding you then, eh? Come in. We've got champagne, caviar, everything. Hector!
It's Captain Sandbeck, Lily. It's the writer.
The writer. Captain Sandbeck, of course.
Yes, I hope I haven't...
Oh, not at all, not at all.
Captain Sandbeck has been working on the script.
Oh.
Yeah, they're always altering the script.
Captain Sandbeck has been writing some new scenes.
New scenes, how exciting.
Save me going into the office tomorrow. I wondered if you would hand them in for me.
Of course, yes. No sooner said than done. Please sit down, Captain Sandbeck, please. Pour him a sherry, Lily.
Oh, can't stop.
Pour him a large sherry, Lily.
Mustn't stop.
Oh, just a little sherry.
Well.
So, you are the writer.
Getting the hang of it now.
Oh, terribly interesting, being a writer.
No, not really.
Oh, come along now.
No, they kill off your characters.
How sad.
There's Dawlish of the Ninth. Threw him off an airship.
A new scene in the tavern.
These film people. Oh, dear, these film people.
Oh, I like this new scene in the tavern. There's Hugo the innkeeper and his buxom wife.
Oh, good heavens.
Ah, you really make it come to life, don't you? Yes, Hugo the innkeeper and his buxom wife.
They're only there to open the door.
Yes, I noticed that. And yet somehow, you know, you want to know more about these people.
Oh, do you?
Just nibble the dainties, dear. Once it's in my picture, that's my carcass now. And we all have a vested interest in keeping it lovely to look at.
It's such a small part. It hardly seems worth making any dietary efforts.
Oh, let's not run before we can walk, my little one. Or before we've sampled the rich variety of position available to the ambitious novice.
I'm entirely in your hands, Monsieur Legendre.
Just as long as I'm useful to you. You have very nice breasts, dear. But I'm not sure we can make a career on them.
Wouldn't you like to try?
That's the real thing.
Listen, Bertie boy, I'm paying for the real thing. I'm drinking the real thing. Where's Gwen Harper? This is supposed to be her party we're paying for.
She's upstairs.
We'll get her down here. I've got the banking money here. I want her to make a fuss of these people.
She won't come down.
Why not? What's she bitching about now?
She won't come down until Gilbert's here.
Well, get him here.
He's on his way.
He better be on his way.
The champagne tastes like ginger beer.
Much obliged.
So what I want to know is, what do you need the brewer girl for if you've got a motorbike?
Clara.
Clara?
I'm in love with her. She's beautiful.
Yeah, well, she's passable.
I've got a photograph somewhere.
Now, put it away.
I haven't found it yet.
I want to tell you something about Clara.
If it's anything bad, I don't want to hear.
Don't fall in love with her.
It's too late.
It's never too late.
I've got a photograph somewhere.
Look, Percy, she's not the kind of girl you fall in love with.
Let's go and find her.
She's not here.
Where is she?
She's at the party, Gwen Harper's party. Big Beefy's party.
Oh, I better come back tomorrow then.
Oh! I've got a better idea. You're going to the party.
What, just like this?
Don't worry about it. You look fine. You're going as my chauffeur.
What's he doing with his wife?
Came with his wife.
Yeah, well, he came with his overcoat, but he soon got rid of it, didn't he? Well, go and occupy it. I want to get him away on his own.
Can't talk about money tonight, Arnie.
Yeah, but I can start him enjoying himself, can't I? Go and talk to her. I want him to get a taste for the film business.
What's she doing here?
Oh, don't start.
Oh, how dare you bring us together, Arnie.
Well, keep your shirt on. She's with Llewellyn.
Yes, you can't even look me in the eyes because he knows what a cheap game you're playing.
Oh, listen, don't
hold
walk
me
away
like
from
that.
me. We made a bargain, remember?
Yes, I remember.
Well, I've kept my side. What more do you want?
I know I'm not entitled to your fidelity, just your common courtesy. Arnie,
You
stop it.
stupid cow. You and that kid of my family, I love you. Do you think I'm going to throw it away for a tart? Now get over there and do your job.
Good evening, Lou.
Oh, evening, Maud. Miss Martindale, Mrs. Cole.
Seen enough?
Enough to see that you're not as young as you strive to be, Miss Martindale.
It doesn't seem to worry your husband none, Mrs.
Cole. It's his energy one admires. His taste is a little shaky.
I couldn't agree more.
Well, do enjoy yourself. Quietly.
I know how to behave.
I suppose you're looking for my husband.
Yes, that's right.
Ah, here he is. Hello, precious. I'm just off to talk to the bankers. See you later.
Where have you two been?
Do you know how long it takes us to get ready?
Well, she looks nice, doesn't she?
Are you sure you've got me a part in this film, Arnie?
I keep telling you.
You'll never be sorry, Arnie.
Just don't overdo it. And keep off the booze, all right? I know it's free, but I've got people who want you to meet.
I'll always be grateful, Arnie.
Well, go with him. There's a little room upstairs. I'll meet you there in about 10 minutes, all right?
See you later then, Arnie.
She the one? Yes, she's the one. And no comment. At least she's got her bosom tucked inside where it should be. What are you doing with a brewer girl dressed like that? She'll have somebody's eye out.
I don't dress the girl.
Well, somebody better dress the girl before Mrs. Crane sees her. Excuse me, can I borrow my missus just a minute?
What are you doing, Arnie?
Get the brewer girl covered up, will you?
What are you talking about?
Look.
Oh, my God, it's down to her boots. Excuse me.
Enjoying yourself? Told you we was a friendly people. Just come and have a drink. Won't be a second. I've got a little lady I want you to meet later.
Really?
Yes. I think you're going to find us
Charles!
very friendly people.
I'll have to go.
Charles!
It's all right, leave it to me.
I'm afraid we'll have to go.
Nonsense, nonsense. The night is young. There's champagne, caviar, and later we're going to do the tango.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Cole. I've got absolutely nothing else to wear.
Oh.
Husbands. How do you cope with yours?
Not as well as I thought.
Well, if you can't, nobody can.
I haven't given up on him yet.
There's no one in this lot I want to talk to.
Good evening, Corky.
Why didn't you invite Eddie Marco?
If you were paying for the drinks, would you invite Eddie Marco?
At least he knows how to liven up a party.
It's not that kind of party. Do try and stay sober, Corky.
There you go. That's a hell of a prescription for a party.
It's be nice to Mrs. Crane night.
A face you could chop wood with. Where's your boyfriend tonight?
Oh, don't start.
Hello, you three.
Oh, stop! What are you trying to do to me?
Guess!
Get her out of here. I'm sorry about this.
not now, Lily.
Just a few misplaced high spirits, Mrs. Crane.
Really? I'm afraid my spirits are not quite at that level.
Oh, come along, Miriam. Let's not make a scene.
I think it's been made already.
You must stay to supper, Mrs. Crane.
Yes, of course we must.
We'll get you some.
Come on, solid sport. Let us in out of the cold. Good evening. I think my young friend here is about to be...
Play something, for Christ's sake!
I'll get him some fresh air.
Standing ovations! The late king, God bless him, was no stranger to my dressing room, a man of soft articulations and hard parts. I have a token of his appreciation. I have enthralled the Americas. Chicago, particularly, smells of bone meal and the vast evacuations of the terrified creatures driven endlessly into...
You had to come all this way on that motorbike to puke on my picture? That's the money that just drove away.
How do you think I feel?
As bad as you look, I hope, kid. You look terrible.
Was she in there? Did she see me?
Everybody saw you. You could have sold tickets.
I'll never look her in the face.
Who?
Clara.
Who, the brewer girl?
Right.
Oh, my God. You got a right neck for making a real mug of yourself, haven't you? Here. Wipe your mouth. Thanks. Listen, you better stay out of my sight for a long time, kid. Do you hear me? If I don't want to see you, you better be invisible.
Your handkerchief, Mr. Cole.
I'll keep it, for God's sake. Goofy kid. Listen, you're going to learn to drink or you're going to stop drinking, right?
Yes, Mr. Cole.
And you stay out of my sight.
Yes, Mr. Cole.
Oh, God. I suppose you want to know where I've been. Well, I've been thinking things over. And there's only one thing left for me to do. And that's get drunk. Don't say a word. I don't want any arguments. I am going to lay one on. I am going to get drunk as a skunk. What are you doing sitting on the stairs?
Getting drunk.
Cheers. Cheers.